Pin it to your ear like this. You know, some people love this talk. They're talking in the street. They're walking half an hour and they're walking all the way with the phone to their ear. You don't know what you're doing to yourself. That thing is emitting a lot of power into your brain and has been found to be responsible for brain cancer.
Don't keep the phone in your pocket or you will exceed the as-tested exposure guidelines. Now, how many of you knew that before today? Because they actually are now giving people this information. Telstra is telling you to use a hands-free device to keep a mobile phone away from the head and body. Because mobile phones and Wi-Fi devices emit pulsed microwave radiation. 900 times a minute, it's looking for a signal. It says to the tower, where are you? Here I am. Where are you? Here I am. It's smart. That's how it's supposed to do. Now, when the phone rings, the worst time for you to put a phone right next to your head is when you answer it and say hello, because it's smart and it goes to max power and bone marrow. And look here at the radiation as it gets into the groin area. And that's just from having a mobile phone modeled into the pocket. The United States magazine Consumer Reports recently recommended that nobody keep a phone in their pocket. Nobody. And in fact, if phones were tested in pockets, they would exceed the as-tested exposure guidelines, which is why Telstra has recently issued that advice.
The emissions from your phone, the study that was done were two groups of seeds that were put in the same environments. And the group of seeds that was left alone grew, and the group of seeds that was put with a cell phone did not even.
So that's the good, the healthy seeds.
Those are the healthy seeds.
Without the cell phone.
Correct, and those are the seeds that were placed with a cell phone.
Now, just in fairness, this was like a 9th grade science project.
This was a science project,
yeah.
But due
it's
to
interesting.
It is, but based on that project alone, there's
you
more
kind of wonder
research.
what your brain looks like.
Exactly, or other systems in your body that are negatively impacted by that radiation.
My name is Dr. Angie Kolbeck. I've been reviewing the studies showing the impacts of wireless radiation on our health, and there are now thousands of studies showing the following adverse health impacts to wireless radiation: cancer, oxidative damage, DNA damage, DNA failure.
Things like memory, dizziness, anxiety, brain fog.
Headaches, nosebleeds, cognitive problem, exhaustion.
We have evidence of DNA damage, cardiomyopathy, which is the precursor of congestive heart failure.
Short and long-term memory loss, decreased attention spans, lower reaction times, even involuntary contractions of muscles causing misalignments of spines and jaws.
Breast cancer. We suddenly have breast cancer in women who have no DNA predisposition.
Disrupted immune function and change in stress proteins, reproductive and fertility effects.
There are dozens and dozens of studies that show beyond any doubt what this radiation is doing to our sperm. Now, if you take the cell phone out of your pocket, the sperm will recuperate within 3 to 4 months. What would not recuperate would be the damage to the DNA of the sperm. That is irreparable. The wife of the ex-governor of Indiana was diagnosed with glioblastoma. Same brain tumor Ted Kennedy had and John McCain had. Did you look at John McCain's scar? This is a cell phone brain tumor. LeBron James, one of our sports people, had a salivary gland tumor. That is another cell phone tumor. You didn't hear about it because immediately after that was discovered, he was paid by Samsung to become their spokesperson.
We are seeing increases in brain tumors. We're seeing increases in Alzheimer's. We're seeing increases in all of the neurotransmitter diseases, ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, Parkinson's. These are all disease systems that are known to be associated with low-level energy exposures.
Even these manufacturers knew about it. The regulators knew also the dangers from not only your phone, even those RF signals from the smart meters. I told you about them as well. They were set up in your houses, close to your house, to monitor your electricity and so on. As some of these things are so dangerous. They shouldn't be kept, some of them are right behind their bedroom. Every day you got headaches. And they didn't know why. it was these things. Since 2013, to begin with, the American Academy of Environmental Medicine released a statement, all right, in support of a research report by Dr. Federica Lamech. This was 2013. Now let me just read a part of it. So the AAEM physicians and physicians worldwide are treating patients who report adverse debilitating health effects following the installation of